So you're thinking about moving to Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, in this video, we're going to show you around a West Side community that is expanding to the surrounding townships. That city is Harrison. So the area we're going to focus on today is the city of Harrison and the surrounding areas that are served by the Southwest Local School District. So these areas include Harrison Township, Crosby Township, Whitewater Township, and just a little bit of Morgan Township. So we're going to take a look at a few different houses and different price ranges so you can decide what fits in your budget here in these West Side townships. I'm Angela Evans with Cincinnati Ohio Living, and whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, go ahead and use the contact information in the description box below. I would be so excited to help you make a move here in Cincinnati. If this is your first time to our channel and you want to know all about Cincinnati Ohio Living, then go ahead and hit subscribe and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to find out the current market here in Cincinnati. There are all kinds of shops here in historic downtown Harrison. I just passed an axe throwing and escape room. They have lots of cute restaurants and coffee shops, little boutiques. They have a pet boutique down there. They have an ultrasound boutique. So there is a lot to do here in Harrison. They have a spring food truck rally that happens in May. They have the Taste of Harrison that happens usually in September. I saw some signs for summer concert series that is happening at the Harrison Community Center. So they also have a dog park here. There's a couple golf courses that are nearby. You have Circling Hills Golf Course, which is an 18-hole public course. And you also have Miami Whitewater, which has a golf course as well. So one of the most well-known attractions in this area is Miami Whitewater Forest. So Miami Whitewater Forest is over 4,600 acres. It has a paved, almost 8-mile Shaker Trace trail. It has a 1.4-mile fitness trail. They have an 11-acre dog park. They have a golf course, campgrounds, and disc golf. The Southwest Local School District consists of 4 townships. Harrison Township, which is 17.9 square miles and has a population of about 14,000. Whitewater Township, which is 26.3 square miles and has a population of about 6,300. Crosby Township is 20.2 square miles and has a population of about 6,000. And then a small section of Morgan Township is in the Southwest School District. Morgan Township is 36.8 square miles and has a population of just over 5,000. So one cool thing I've noticed as I've been walking around downtown Harrison is that they have Harrison Hometown Heroes, and they have all of these current and past serving military posted on the lampposts here. So I just thought that was a really cool way that they honor veterans here in Harrison. All right, are you ready to check out some houses in this area? Let's go. All right, so here we are just around the corner from historic downtown Harrison to check out our first house. This house sitting behind me is listed for $194,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It has about 1,300 square feet of finished space. It does have a detached garage in the back. One thing to note is that this house was built in 1865. So the garage is a block garage. Your basement, your foundation is a stone foundation. And actually, there's like a trap door in the laundry room that takes you down into the basement. So I do like that it has a basement, an option for in the event of like really severe weather. Otherwise, you don't really have much storage space down there, but you do have that garage out in the back. So one of the things about historic downtown Harrison is that they do have a DORA there, which is a designated outdoor refreshment area. And so that way you can take your beverages as you go from shop to shop in the downtown area. And that is something that is really convenient and nice about this little historic downtown Harrison area. So another nice thing about this location is you are literally just a block from one of the private schools here in downtown Harrison. And you're also just a 10-minute walk from the Harrison Elementary Public School as well. So to give you an idea, the Harrison public school system is actually in the Southwest Local School District, and niche.com gives that a B- overall rating. There's about 4,500 students that are in the Southwest Local School District, and it does actually cover Harrison Township, Whitewater Township, Crosby Township, and a very small part of Morgan Township. So those are a lot of townships here on the western side of Cincinnati, super close to actually they're right along the Indiana border. Okay, so I was just walking around the neighborhood, and how cute is this little house here behind me? How fun is the little swirly edge along there? This location near historic downtown Harrison really has the small town vibe. I just love that about this place. I feel like I've just kind of stepped back a few centuries and I'm just in the small town here. But you have the convenience of being 5 minutes from the highway. So you are 5 minutes from the New Haven exit on 74. And so that puts you about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic, to downtown Cincinnati. So that is a huge plus for this location. Just some cute charm and stuff on some of the houses. All right, so our next house of the day, took about a 15-minute drive, a little further out here in the country, as you can see. This house behind me is listed at $499,000. It is a 6-bedroom, 3 full bath, and it sits on 6.5 acres. So if you're looking for more of a country feel, but still having access to amenities, you have your Kroger and all your shopping along Harrison Avenue, just about 15 minutes away or less. All of that is right by the highway. So you are a little further, if you need to go downtown frequently, that is something to consider. You are probably about 35, 40 minutes from downtown, just because we're a little further off the highway here. So this home is an all brick bi-level. It was built in 1985. One thing to note about this, because of the more rural location, you do not have public water and sewer. So if that's something that matters to you, this might not be the right place for you. You're going to need to be a little bit closer to town in order to have the public water and sewer. But you have a well here for water. Sometimes that'll be noted as like a cistern. And then you have a septic tank for your sewer. All right, so the median home value out here in Harrison is about $204,000. 78% of the population here owns their own home. Just to break it down a little bit, the city of Harrison is located in Harrison Township. It takes up almost all of Harrison Township, but not quite everything. So the city of Harrison has a population of just over 13,000 per the last census. And that is about 5.3 square miles of space. So that is within the larger Harrison Township, which is almost 18 square miles and has a population just over 14,000. So just from that alone, you can tell outside of the 5 square miles that the city of Harrison is, the township is much more rural. You only have about 1,000 more people for like 13 more square miles. So that just kind of shows you what you're going to get out here. You're going to get a lot more acreage, but you are going to be a little further from those amenities like shopping and dining and access to the highway. So I'm curious, what are you looking for in a home? Are you looking for the land, or maybe more of a close-knit community feel, or maybe a little bit of both? Go ahead and drop a note in the comments below so I can understand what you're looking for in a home. As you will notice, this house actually has a gravel driveway, so that is something else to consider depending on your preference. That may or may not matter to you. One other thing I wanted to point out about Harrison Township in this area is that there's definitely still lots available to purchase. There's lots of new construction and little neighborhoods popping up by, different builders. And there's also some custom home lots available. Or just land, and then you can choose your own builder and go through that whole process. So there are a lot of options out here. This area is starting to be more and more developed. here's our next house here in Whitewater Township. This house is listed at $799,900. It is a 6-bedroom, 6 full bathroom house. It has almost 5,000 square feet of finished space, not to mention a gigantic unfinished basement. You have a large 3-car oversized garage. You have geothermal heating and air conditioning in this house. You have a fenced-in large backyard, a patio with a pergola, composite decking out in the back on a nice big deck. You have a true in-law suite with its own private entrance. This house, built in 2008, sits at almost at the very end of about a mile-long private drive here in Covered Bridge Estates. You do have an HOA here in Covered Bridge Estates. It's only about, at the time of this video, about $240 for the year. That is probably mostly just to take care of the driveway maintenance. It's a nice 2-car wide private drive, paved. You can tell it's been really well taken care of. Are you ready to take a look at the inside of this house? Let's go. Are you ready to be amazed? We are inside this house here on Sand Run, and wow, 6 bedrooms, 6 full bathrooms. You have geothermal heating and cooling. This house sits on a very, very private 10 acres. The layout of the house is exceptional. You have a true in-law suite, which is back that hallway over there. And it has 2 bedrooms. The laundry room is actually in between the 2 here. It has its own separate entrance, fireplace, open kitchen, living, dining area. This part of the house has 2 bedrooms on the main floor plus a study, and then you have 2 flex rooms, which could very well be bedrooms. They don't have a closet, so that's why they're called flex rooms. And those both have full bathrooms attached to them. Plus there's like kind of a bonus area here at the top of the stairs. There is so much space in this house, and the basement is gigantic. Really high ceilings. Again, you have the geothermal heating and cooling. You have a tankless hot water heater. This house was built really, really well, and you can tell that every detail and thought that went into building this house was important and mattered. I love that about this house. It's so unique in its layout, and it flows so well. So this home has 5,000 square feet of living space. It is so spacious and ready to entertain. You have an outdoor deck. You have a huge fenced-in yard, completely private. I'll take you out there in a minute. The bedrooms in this house aren't overly huge, so depending on your taste, that may or may not matter to you. Some people don't care if the bedrooms are maybe on the smaller side, but some people do care. All right, here I am out here on this gorgeous deck. I mean, check out this privacy. It doesn't get more private than that. This house sits on 10 acres and you are all the way back, probably almost a mile back a private drive in the Covered Bridge Estates here. You have a concrete patio down there. I love the little stepping stones here along the yard to your fire pit out there. And you can see your sewer system there. I just love this little outdoor patio with garden trellis and the vines growing all around you there. This deck is all composite, really, really nice decking. See, there's a gate here, but there's no deck. I'm not sure why there's a gate there. Maybe they were gonna put steps down there. I don't know, but they put steps on the other side, over there. Thanks for joining me today here in the city of Harrison and the surrounding townships. I hope you learned a lot about the area and you got a feel for if this might be the place for you. If you're thinking about making a move, go ahead and use the contact information in the description box below. I would be so excited to help you make a move here in Cincinnati.